Jamar Grace, clears inside, near post, Warner Brown, a score! Yes, sir! Warner Brown is in tip-top shape, in real form.
Welcome back to Unseen Sports TV. My name is Coach Javon Parchment, and today I want to talk about Warner Brown. People, I tell you something. I remember when Warner Brown first, I would say second season in the Premier League with Arnett Gardens. You know, getting that playing on the wide side, getting a lot of chances, but not finishing. I think he scored around 4 or 5 goals that season. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. But in the preseason, we saw Warner Brown, stepping up. We saw Warner Brown scoring goals in the Caribbean CFU Championships. We saw him, doing interviews and speaking to us, telling us that, the difference is that he's putting in more work and, coach working with him and stuff like that. And I then believe now that our coaching educator course is really helping. Look at Xavier Gilbert, working with him and the coaching staff there, putting in some work with Warner Brown. 2 seasons now, getting him to understand what he should do in certain areas and just, build a team around him that could suit him, his style of play. Because if you see Warner Brown, he's not really that player that will hold up the ball. He's a player that wants to get, make runs behind, link up and play it off, and, needs players to support him in attacks. He can control it, play it off to the 8 or the 10 slip it wide to the 11 or the 7, and then he's in the box for that ball coming in. That cross coming in, he's in there. You understand me? So he's a dynamic player, dynamic player. He doesn't like, pressure in his back, and, he wants to surprise the defender. He wants to, turn up into certain spots on the blind side of defenders, when they realize it's a little bit too late because he gets a touch on. But I think in the era of touches in tight spaces, I think he needs to work on that. I think he has touch, but not with a lot of pressure. I think that is one of his defaults. But I think where he's coming from to where he's at right now, when you look at his statistics for Jamaica, if you want to count the 2 games that he played for Trinidad, didn't score there. But the coaching staff, I saw as well the type of forward that would suit McLaren's team. We see people runs behind, press the defenders, create that opportunity, put pressure on defenders. Pressing is that type of player that can give you that style that you want to play, especially when you plan. You plan on a team. The weak person, that defense line, and you want to get that. You want to have that forward that can press. Put the first press so that you can win the ball. Because winning the ball at the pitch is what any team would like. If you can win the ball at the pitch, I think it's easy for you. All you need to do is just score the goal when you get the chance. Because they won't have a lot of numbers behind. So that is one thing that I saw with Warner Brown. But again, let's go back to the stats. Now, you want to add those 2 games? Yes, that's 2. Plus, he played 2 games in the Gold Cup qualifiers against St. Vincent, and he scored. He created one of the penalty. Then he scored the next one, so that's 2 goals contribution here. Plus, he played in the Unity Cup, did not score. Get a couple of minutes. Then he played in 2 games now in the World Cup qualifiers, which is the BVI. He scored a header, and then in this game he scored 2 goals. The game against Guatemala, 2 goals. So Warner Brown, to me, his movements, his willpower, his mindset, wanting to do well, it's on a different level. You understand me? It's on a different level. And I want you to answer that question. What difference you see in Warner Brown than a lot of forwards in the JPL, and also forwards that want to come, forwards that we used to have in the national team? Yeah, what is the difference? The difference for me, is the mindset, his mindset to score and to want to do better each time. When he misses, you can see that he must say, Jano, you need to get one. Nah, stop work and put in the work. Just look at that. Look at his mindset, his willpower, his fight, plus his quality. Plays a lot. Because we have a lot of forwards coming in who have quality, and the fight and the willpower is not there. They're not scoring. When they miss, it's like, But Warner Brown, when he misses, he feels it. When he misses a goal, he feels it. And he wants to do better. And that is the biggest ingredients for a good striker. Big up Coach Gilbert as well, and coaching staff at Arnett Garden to really fine-tune and trying to get this player, to understand that he can make it. Give him the tools, teach him the tools, and put him out there to play. Fix the team around him, and so on. But the big up Coach Gilbert as well, and other coaches as well that work with him in his grassroots, like Coach Williams from Stats as well. Because Warner Brown was a good striker in the schoolboy football arena as well. But at the senior level, Coach Gilbert really took him and started to fix and fine-tune and work on some of the small details. And Warner Brown is one of our best strikers now in the national team. You understand? So I think this send a message to all players in Jamaica as well, that you can reach heights. Don't matter where you are, you can do it in Jamaica. You can do it right here in Jamaica. But it's best you go overseas because, monetarily wise, money and so on, yes. But you can still make a way, make a pathway, fight, and make it from Jamaica. Again, people, like, subscribe, and share Unseen Sports TV. What do you think about Warner Brown? And what do you think about Warner Brown, and what do you think he will do in the next round of the World Cup and the Gold Cup coming up? I believe Warner Brown, if he continues, if he keep focus, don't worry about what he can't control. You understand me? Keep focus, work hard. I'm telling you, he's going to be one of Jamaica's most lethal strikers. We're talking about 1, 2, 3, 4 goals. People, 4 goals. So I'm scoring I'm scoring a BVI game, right? He scored 2 in a way in the game, right? And he scored a penalty at the World Cup. So he create a penalty, not count that, but him scoring at the other game at Savannah Park. So that's 4 goals. 4 goals? Yes, 4 goals from 4 games, 4 official games. But you want to put the other 2, that's a 6. Yeah? Tell me if I'm right, people. My calculation right? Correct me in the comment section. You understand me? We may not get everything right at times, but they can correct me in the comment section. Anyway, people, like, subscribe, and share to the content. Unseen Sports, I said, Reggae Boys to the World Cup. Hey people, you see if Reggae Boys don't got the World Cup. See if Reggae Boys don't got the World Cup. You can't just stop playing football, We just pack up everything and say, yo, brother, Curacao, Trinidad, Bermuda. What more you could have asked for Jamaica? What more you could have asked for JFL? What more you could have asked for Reggae Boys players? We need to win the group with maximum points. Some people are talking about Curacao and that. Listen to me now, man. They not have a chance. Nobody come tell me about no excuse. Jamaica, what? No excuse. People, I'm going to hit the road. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit the road. I'm going to ask some people what them think about Jamaica chances to finish the World Cup. And suppose them not go. What should happen? People, Unseen Sports, I'm out.